Hello and welcome or welcome back to the channel. I am Soul. This is Soul Therapy. I am a medium as well as a divine channeler of spirit here on YouTube, and I'm so blessed to have you here. Hello. I hope that everyone's well. You know why you're here? Let your future spouse brag about you. This is what they will eventually be bragging about you, but I wanted them to come through to kind of gas you up, to make you feel good, but also providing you with channeled messages regarding what they truly would say. Okay? So please keep in mind that I am a medium. These are purely mediumship and channeled readings. I hope they help you. Before you, you have 3 piles: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Take as much time as you need. Rely on your intuition, divine feminine. Before we begin, if you'd like a personal reading, all of the info is in the description box. I go live for donation-based readings for a $5 minimum donation exchange, and you get a clear and concise reading. Join me on the lives, and I'll see you on the other side. Beautiful. Pile number 1. I will jump straight into it. Oh my gosh, it's 11:11 here, right when I'm recording your reading. Listen, your future spouse is saying, he, she, they are my peace. They are my one and only one. They are my peace when I need clarity. She always gives me such good advice, is what your future spouse will say about you, will brag about you. She's so good to me. She always gives me advice when I feel like I'm down in the dumps, when I feel like I don't have clarity. I'm hearing my one and only one. Your future spouse will tell people about the advice that you give to them and the clarity, the loving clarity Spirit is saying that you give to them when you feel like all hope is lost. They might even tell their closest friends, Spirit is saying, that there was a time in their life before they met you where things felt quite dark, quite dreary, quite kind of empty. Things felt empty. And then you came along, your person will say, and just brought so much comfort to them. You brought so much love and wisdom, is the energy, to them that they didn't know they had. It's almost like your future spouse will brag about the fact that you give them strength and humility as well. Kind of you show your spouse how to improve, how to be a better human being. My beautiful feminine, this is amazing. It's almost like they went 5 of Cups and the 10 of Cups reverse. This is like I was lost, and then she came along and just turned my world upside down. Divine masculine card coming through, and delight. She turned my world up. They might actually tell you this, and they will tell other people this. People will even notice this. Their closest friends, they may have gone through something really tough before meeting you, or they will. And it's like from being sucked into this like negative energetic field to being given like a sun, like energetic delight and strength. Your future spouse will brag about the fact that you are so loving to them, my feminine. You're so, you get the card Universal Mother and self-care. It's like your future spouse will say, she is so sweet. She's so tender, is what I can hear. So loving, so loyal. It's like I can truly let go with her. I've never shown anyone these parts of myself. She sees me through the eyes of love. She cares for me so well. It's almost like I can even feel the energy of other masculines around this masculine. Kind of say, I wish to have a woman like this one day. I wish to have a love like this one day from a feminine energy. And take the genders as they resonate, guys, right? It's energy, but it's like they will say, oh, I can't wait to have this kind of nurturing presence in my life, because it's almost like a jealousy, right? She takes such good care of me, and she helps me to see things through a different perspective when I am feeling low. They are so protective over you, feminine. Spirit, what will pile number one's future spouse brag about, pile one? They will be bragging about the love. Yes, they will be bragging about the durability, or kind of that this very unique love that you guys have. I think you guys have such a strong and soulful bond that people kind of look to it as this example for their own future counterparts. She's the most important thing, the most like the biggest opportunity and abundance. Your person will also talk about your successes, feminine. Kind of how you're self-made is the energy. How beautiful, loyal, radiant, I'm hearing, very sweet, but also nurturing you are. She was worth waiting for, I'm hearing. And of course I say she, but do take, it's like you came along and your future spouse is just believed in love again. She helped me to believe in love again. I felt so down. I think your future spouse will be bragging about you in subtle ways to his or her or their coworkers about your successes, or yes, she wrote this thing, or she wrote this article, or she has this business, or she accomplished this. And it's almost like people will be so tired of hearing about you. But you're so lovely, so how could they? She's my rock. Spirit is saying she is my rock. It's like even when your person kind of wins and accomplishes something themselves, I can see your person saying, I couldn't have done it without my woman, without my divine feminine. And I think your person will be speaking especially about the love that you have for them and the way you love them as an example to provide to masculines or feminines around kind of friendship energy, even family around this person that are experiencing some toxic love is the energy. They will even say how generous you are, how like even giving or over giving you are, my beautiful feminine. You're so beautiful. I'm even hearing, yeah, Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. I'm hearing like, I don't know why, I'm suddenly hearing, I have my woman. I have more than enough. I think, feminine, you and your spouse are two very good vibrationed human beings. And I think that you will be courted, or like people will approach you as well as people will approach them. And they will tell others about it, like, oh yeah, well, so and so like tried to flirt with me or whatever, while they're with you, and they'll say, I have more than enough. It's not even like a question, or they might try to derail a conversation where they're trying to be flirted with, and they'll say like, oh yes, my spouse, my amazing woman, my amazing feminine, my beautiful, I'm in here like sexy, you are so out of this world for your spouse. And with this synergy card, Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, it's like you're their rock. You are their home. Retreat. You are their sanctuary. So they keep on bringing me back to this energy of I couldn't have asked for better. I could not have asked for a better divine feminine energy in my life. I feel like I can I feel like I can breathe, your spouse is saying. I feel like I can move forward. I feel like I can, like, it's almost like my life begins here. Clearing your space. I am coming back to myself. She lets me be who I need to be. It's like I can be fully authentic with her in her self-care, in her sanctuary, but she also challenges me. It's like they're bragging about what you do for them and the change you catalyze in this masculine, while also speaking about your successes and your loyalty. I'm hearing loyal. Anything else, Spirit? You are a very strong person. I can see that you've been through a lot. And your future spouse might even like tell others about this. Like, yeah, she's been through a lot. She's very strong. I could never match up to that, is kind of the energy. But I think there's also a strength of wisdom. It's like, if you need to speak, maybe someone will go to your spouse for advice, and then they'll give their 2 cents, but then they'll be like, I'd prefer it if you speak to my woman or my divine feminine, because she would know better. She would know the right words to tell you and the kindness to provide you with, and the compassion, while also giving you that clarity. I think you're also a lone wolf, and your person will brag about just how self-made, thank you, Spirit, you are. Yes. Your future spouse will brag about just also like this humility that you uphold. You have all of these accomplishments, and yet you don't really talk about them. So it's like your spouse is like, well, F it, I'm going to brag about my spouse because she barely talks about her accomplishments. But I think they will especially speak about how you've opened their world to safety, an emotional safety net. Thank you, Spirit. To self-care and kindness, and just you're this person's like true companion, you're their best friend, and they always look to you for advice. So I don't know how to explain this energy. Like if my divine feminine were here, she would say kind of that second voice. Yeah, cosmic flower. It's like any chance they get, well, let me tell you about my divine feminine. Well, she does this, or, I can also smell like a chicken pot pie all of a sudden. I can smell chicken pot pie feminine. So they will brag about the way you love them, or if you love to cook, they will brag about what you cooked the night before. Other people will too. Or it's like, you should come over, my feminine, right? My wife, my husband, my divine counterpart is an amazing cook. It's also like you're a good homemaker. I don't know. There's this energy of your vibration is so loving. But very discerning. So they will brag about your loyalty and just your ability to see clearly, in a way where they will describe like what you would say, like, you should probably speak to my spouse about this, because they would know better than I do. This is such a beautiful energy, feminine. Your person will brag about just your home and you being your spouse's home. Like, sorry, I gotta go home because my spouse made this, and sorry, I want to be with my spouse. You are everything to this person. And sometimes they might not directly say it, but indirectly, people will know just how loving you are to your spouse just by seeing a very relaxed demeanor on your spouse's behalf, or just how loved your spouse feels. very loving energies, and it's all an extension of the way you treat your spouse. I hope that makes sense. Feminine, that was your reading. That was so beautiful. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and hit the notification bell. If you'd like a reading, all the info's in the description box. I go live for donation-based readings, so go on there, join me on a live, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, my beautiful feminine. My beautiful soul, welcome to those of you guys that chose the second pile. What will your future spouse brag about you? Yes, I'm so excited. Spirit guides, what will pile number 2's person? I think your person will brag about how similar you and your spouse are. That's coming through very strongly. Like, it's almost like instead of saying my spouse, referring to you, Divine Feminine, they will refer to the two of you. They'll say, well, me and my spouse, or my spouse and I do this. It's very like two beings become one, and there's no he without a she, and there's no she without a he. And they will constantly be speaking about what you guys have done in the past, what you guys are going towards. I remember when me and my spouse did this, or you should go here because my spouse and I go there. It's very like memory based. It's very activity based. It's almost like your spouse is very secretive, is what I can hear about you. They don't want to they don't want to speak too much about you, like about your soul and about your personality and who you are, because they're so protective of you. So I think at first you'll be like, what the heck? You never talk about me, you never mention me. And they'll say, well, I speak about like experiences and what we do, but I don't want to speak directly about you and about your heart because of how protective I am of it. This spouse is very, very, very protective over you, my beautiful feminine. Very like ready to fight. Like they wish someone could, is what I feel here. But I will say, my beautiful feminine, what they will brag about you, I can hear your spouse saying, I remember when I met her for the first time. So they will constantly refer back to the day you guys met. And there's something about, I'm hearing birthplace. So there's something about where you guys met that is significant, and the environment and how you guys grew from this environment, but also how they will speak about your first meeting as if it was like an instant recognition of two souls, my beautiful feminine. It's almost as if I can hear your spouse saying, we met and it was like sparks flying. It was like two hearts becoming one. And it's like I'm not getting a lot of energy regarding your future spouse bragging about you. It's more like the love they have for you will show, feminine. And that is the bragging. It's almost like only you have this masculine's heart. And this masculine is they could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Strong water sign energy. They could have a lot of water in their chart. And it's also that energy of like the scorpionic, secretive, protective energy toward the feminine. And it's that poker face energy in public, and who they are in the household is very different, right? And I think people notice that, and that is the brag. That is the brag. It's like only you have the key, or the bridge rather to their heart. They are very, very, very protective over you, feminine. So I don't see them speaking so much about you, more about like what you guys do in the external. They will deviate from speaking directly about your soul. And I think Spirit is showing me that this spouse is aware of energy. They're aware of energy. They're aware of protection. They're aware of spiritual concepts. And so they are awakened. They are intuitive. There's like a psychic energy about your spouse. Divine masculine energy. This is like twin flames. Twin flames, catalyst, soul flame. This is like a strong twin flame energy between you and your future spouse. And what was I saying? And people will notice that they are very in love with you. Like very, very in love with you. No one will ever take that away from them. Never. It's so deeply rooted. Even their family kind of lost some rights to them, which is fine. It's just who your person is. And I think your person is very, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but they're so protective over you. Birds of a feather stick together. Spirit is saying, I don't think your person will be speaking so much about you, feminine, but I will say that they will be like, this is the kind of spouse, they're texting you all day, feminine. They're texting you all day. And it's like they're even thinking to themselves, okay, I can see it. They think to themselves, my beautiful feminine, throughout the day when speaking to, I don't know, coworkers and other feminines or masculines, like, my counterpart would think this is so silly. My counterpart could tear the roof down on it. You're giving me a witch's energy in the best way. I will always say witch in a good way because I am one. But it's like you as the high priestess, you could even be a tarot reader, a medium yourself, a healer, but you're a high priestess energy, and it's like they could be with people in the physical, but they will be connecting with you. Even in public, it's like you guys are speaking telepathically with one another. It's so twin flame. I'm hearing I love you. Sanctuary, look at that. It's like the way they brag about you, my beautiful feminine, you see, they don't want me to speak. They don't want me to say anything. My throat chakra is clearing up is by not speaking of you and by not like giving away pieces of your puzzle because of how magical you are. So it's like when they're in public, they might be looking at the person who's speaking to them, but mentally or like even like I'm getting the crown chakra. Fifth dimensionally, they're checked out. They're checked out, and you're getting messages from home, and you're like talking to them, and your person's just not available. Your person is never available when they're in public because they are look at that romantic love and throat chakra in the reverse. Yep, they are connecting with you, feminine. And I hope this makes sense in terms of how they would brag about you, because they would never give your beautiful high priestess. And again, I'm being got to say they understand the concept of spiritual attack. They understand that you are a high priestess and you need protection. And the way they brag about you is like, let me check with my divine feminine. If someone's like, hey, let's go out. They will say, let me check with my woman, my divine feminine. I need to check with her. And I'm also getting, they don't show all of their cards either. It's like Again, that poker face, King of Cups, water sign energy of I don't show my emotions. You only see one side of me in public, but I'm a completely different masculine privately with my feminine because only her and my family have access to that. That is kind of a, I guess, a flex is what I'm hearing. It's like you're their sanctuary, but I'm really getting like a spiritual, godly, fifth dimensional sanctuary. And it's very telepathic in nature. Feminine. I hope this makes sense. Look at that wedding. It's like you're a person, feminine, your person is dedicated times 1,000,000 times infinity to you. It's like their heart and their soul is yours. True love wedding. This could be the one. Wow, you have wedding, true love, and this could be the one. It's like they're so selfless towards you. Like, hey, divine masculine counterpart, let's go out. Nope, I'm going home to my woman. Or nope, let me check with my feminine first. It's like they cannot be without you. You are the high priestess in their life. You are their the yin yang energy. And they're so protective. It's almost like, how my throat chakra got, listen to your intuition, got blocked. Yes, Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition. Yes. It's like so you and your future spouse's energies combined, I feel, is very sacred. It's very like twin flame, telepathic, profound, sacred union. Okay. And they wouldn't trade it for the world. And they're so protective over it that it's so sacred. You are so sacred. You are feminine that they wouldn't dare speak about you to anyone. They won't, because of their protection over you. And that is the brag. That is the way people kind of understand your partner's love toward you and your sacred energy. That's why you might always remain a mystery until people actually get to know you. Feminine, that was your reading. That was your reading. I'm sending you so much love and light. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Hit the notification bell if you'd like a reading. All of the info's in the description box. Join me on my lives. I do live donation-based readings. And so I hope to see you on there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, my beautiful feminine. Beautiful souls. Welcome to those of you guys that chose the third pile. I think you guys are so funny. I think you guys are so creative. I can see that your spouse will talk about you like you're a fireball, or you're very creative, you're very musical, you love to dance. It's like I can see I can see this person being in public with their friends and their family, and you're not there, but a song comes on and they'll say, oh, right now my spouse would be dancing, or they would be yelling or doing something creative. There's something so funny and outspoken and just fun about you. I'm also seeing your spouse being called or invited somewhere, and they'll say, yes, and my spouse is coming too. Let me call my divine feminine because she would love this. It's like they will constantly be saying how much you would love something. That's how they brag about you, your creativity, also your talents, your capabilities. Maybe you speak more than one language. It's like they will brag about just how radiant you are and how you don't take no for an answer. I'm also seeing your future spouse. It's like they make fun of you, but you guys are so close, such best friends that you do this, right? It's like banter. So they'll talk about how creative you are and how stubborn you are in the most loving way. And they will not speak about you without speaking about your family or your friends. I think you're very close to your family and yeah, the world. Look at that. They will speak about you in the most loving way, but they will say things that describe you as this creative, fun soul that's always doing something. You always have like a trick up your sleeve, or I don't know why I'm laughing. It's such a funny energy, or something going on. You're always working on something. This person will always be on the phone with you. Spirit guides. I'm hearing, as soon as I saw her, I knew. They will speak about how beautiful you are. And I wouldn't be surprised if you end up working in the same environment as your future spouse. They will also brag about, yeah, the first impression of you and the way you guys met. And they will brag about how you love to just work on a creative endeavor and what you're working on and your creativity. And yes, it's like you're this I don't know how to say it. It's like a mermaid energy. It's like you're one with nature. They will brag about how how differently you see the world. Thank you, Spirit. They will brag about how differently you see the world and how unique you are, Spirit is saying, and how you take risks toward your manifestations. Like you make things happen because you just look at that inspiration. It's like you're constantly changing. There's no one version of you, is what I can see. And you're so fiery, you're so powerful, you're so driven. I'm even hearing your spouse brag about how people adore you. Like it's hard not to adore you, and the people who don't are simply haters. um, you and your spouse feel like home. Now, obviously, you are counterparts, but it feels more like there's something culturally there's like a cultural proximity between you and your spouse, and there's something where you guys communicate in a certain way. Only it's like you can only truly understand each other in this cultural, it could be religion. There's something where you guys are so similar, you understand each other. And they will, honestly, my feminine, they will brag about just how beautiful you are inside and out, your talents, your capabilities, what you look like. It's like no one compares to you, feminine. This is truly what I'm feeling. No one compares to your energy. And I am seeing them brag about you a lot. They're like all chatter about you. They're all, it's like, it's the opposite of pile number 2. Spirit guides, what will pile number 3's future spouse brag about them? Yeah. I'm also seeing your loving nature. It's giving Leo energy, that warmth, right? The radiance kind of an energy. That's how they'll speak about you. They'll say how radiant you are and how warm and inviting you are. And it's also this social energy about you. You accomplish whatever it is that you put your mind to, is what I'm getting. It's that stubborn streak. It's almost like if your spouse is talking about themselves and saying, yeah, I'm stubborn, they'll say, but no one's as stubborn as my spouse. Like they will be making fun of you behind your back in the most loving way. It's like this person could speak to their colleagues at work, and I'm seeing them say, I can't wait to go back home because tonight we're probably going to watch a movie, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's always a party. It's almost like you're always with family, you're always with friends, you're always going out. You and your spouse could like dancing together is what I can see here. And it's just, you're the Empress. Look at that. You're beautiful. It's like I'm hearing Doja Cat, woman. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, the Empress. It's like I couldn't have asked for better. And I think that came through for pile one. But I think it's also this energy of you taking risks for new endeavors, like a business or a project, and just going at it fearlessly and working towards it, and then becoming the Empress and creating your own life, creating your own home, creating your own abundance. You are so fearless. It's Queen of Wands energy. You don't take no for an answer here. And yet you're also, it's like this energy is bifold in that you're loving, you're nurturing. So it's like you can be the fiery person in your endeavors, they'll say, but at home it's also you. There's so many different sides to you is what I'm seeing. And that's what the Sun, more Leo energy. That's what this person will brag about you. Like, there's never one version of you. There's so many different versions of you. And you're both like a boss bitch and a nurturing kind. And I'm even hearing like she would make an amazing mother. A great mother is what your person is saying. She would make a great mother. The Star. The way this person will brag about you, it's like all talk, all literal bragging about you, and people are here for it because they can feel the good energy. And I think your person will also brag about like the future endeavors you and your spouse have, like what you guys have in mind, the countries you guys want to travel to. I think they will also brag about the fact that you've known each other since childhood. That's just for some of you, of course. Or they'll also brag about how you'll have beautiful children. The day you have children, because that's coming through very strongly, they will brag about just how beautiful your children are and how they look like you. It's like, even before children, Spirit is saying, they will brag about your beauty, saying, I hope thy children look like my spouse. Oh, I'm hearing it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, and I'm feeling good. Four of Wands, it's like your person will brag about how you bring so much light and sunshine into their life. It really makes the difference. They'll constantly be saying how they can't wait to see you at home. This is the energy. They can't wait to see you at home. You're a beautiful light in this masculine's life. This is a very like grounded provider energy coming from your masculine. They will brag about how well you and your spouse get along. Like you're literally so close. You're so close. You're best friends. This is like inner child energy. Always up to some spirit. They will speak about how your chemistry with your spouse and how it feels like fate and how similar you and your spouse are. They will also, they will also brag about, I don't know if it's bragging though. It's more of when they speak about you, they will also speak about what they are planning to do for you. People will often hear about the plans that your spouse has for you. So for example, I'm sorry guys, I can't grab a beer after work. It's just what I'm hearing. I'm planning a surprise for my spouse. I'm planning this for my spouse. I want my spouse to have this. I have to go buy this for my spouse. And it's all about you. Like, I think your spouse will also regularly be giving you flowers, is what I can see here. Yes, look at that, 10 of Pentacles. They will speak about how well you fit in the community, but it's not how well you fit, it's the closeness that you have with their family. It's all family, it's all soul tribe, it's all connection, it's all that proximity of heritage or something like that. It's like you're perfect for them. And it's that we're so similar. Me and my spouse do this. Or my spouse, referring to you, feminine, and my family, so and so. It's very community based. 10 of Cups. It's very fulfilling energies when they speak about you, my beautiful soul. It's like, I'm so fulfilled. I'm so loved. I feel like I can just, after a hard day at work, that's the energy. You guys just want to be with one another. They'll always be speaking about what you guys have planned with the family. That's lovely. That's lovely. It's that heredity. What's the word? It's not coming to me. It's the what's to come energy between you and your spouse, and this endless family oriented fulfillment. Look at that Empress twice. You're beautiful. They will just talk about how beautiful you are, but it's also that inner radiance, the light that you shine, and they will often, I can see your spouse telling their friends like she's the one, and at the beginning, and our meeting was so meant to be. It's all integrated with the community. And you do get your flowers, and you are celebrated for being you. Because you deserve it. It's like your spouse celebrates you to others because of your light, because you're loved. It's like they just simply adore you to others, my beautiful feminine. I'm hearing I can't wait. They can't wait for everything. Your person is so excited. 10 of Pentacles, 2 10 of Pentacles, and 2 Empresses. They will brag about just the family you will make and your integration in it, in the community, and how it's just, what you guys have planned. It's beautiful. There's always like a party going on. There's always a celebration, my beautiful feminine. Wow. Ultimate fulfillment energy. I hope this helped you and gave you so much love, my beautiful feminine. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below, hit that notification bell. If you'd like a personal reading, all of the info is in the description box. I do go live for donation-based readings, so join me on there to get a clear and concise mediumship-based message. And yes, my beautiful feminine, I will see you in the next reading. I'm sending you so much love. Bye, guys.